As of now, the survivor is joining us, and I am going to call her a survivor. I refuse to call her a victim. She ain't a victim, she's a survivor. And first of all, congratulations for taking such steps. One thing which she did so well, and I would have failed to do even when I was a younger woman, is use her common sense. I would have panicked, you know. So let's get the survivor's voice. Of course, we are not going to show her face at all, and also reveal her identity, which is our policy, and that's how it should be. If I can say hello to her. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Hello, and many congratulations. And I'm congratulating you as somebody who had not just the courage, but the other C word, which is common sense, to deal with this entire thing. I want to ask you that, a lot of people in Delhi, and Delhi is an unsafe city for women, they have been asking me since morning that if you have her on a show, do ask her, was it her first time when she was being harassed like this? Was it your first time, or did you have a past experience in Bengaluru also?
No, I do not have a past sexual harassment experience with Rapido. Yes, no.
Okay, so tell me something, if you can just take, we know your case backwards, we've just played out all the tweets, but just for those who are so keen to hear your voice, if you can just relate as to what happened that, evening.
Um, yes, Friday evening I went for the Manipur violence protest at town hall, and when I was coming back around 6 o'clock, I tried to book a Rapido. I was trying auto and bike, and autos kept canceling, so I opted for a bike. And then the guy messaged me on the Rapido chat, his number, and he asked me to call on that number. But I called him on the Rapido number, but he did not respond. So I came back to the chat and told him that I called you, you did not respond. And he asked me, ma'am, please call me on this number. So I did not want to keep chatting because I thought he's riding. So I called him on the number, and he told me, I'm going to take some time. Please don't cancel. There is heavy traffic. So I said, okay, I will wait. And that's how he got my number. But when he arrived, the bike number was not matching with the number which was showing on Rapido. So I asked him, why is it not matching? And he told me the bike which is registered with Rapido is under servicing, and he took his friend's bike and came. So then I asked him to show the booking on the Rapido app, and he showed me the app, and the name and the location, pickup and drop locations were matching. So I proceeded with the ride. And it's a little more than an hour ride from town hall to Electronic City. And when we reached Bittisandra, there was nobody around. There are no houses. There was no vehicles coming. So he slowed down the bike. He was riding really slow. And then I could see that his one hand kept moving, and I was wondering, what is this person doing? And then he's a very short guy, and I could look over his shoulder, and I was checking what is he doing. And I could see that he was masturbating, and I froze at that moment. I didn't know what to do. So I just kept quiet, and I kept thinking, what can I do? And because there was nobody around, I couldn't call for help. And so I kept quiet, thinking, what can I do? And then around 300 meters, when we reached near the government school, I saw a vehicle coming. There's a turn, and then there was a vehicle turning towards us. And then he stopped, and he started riding fast. He proceeded. Then I kept thinking, what can I do? What am I supposed to do right now? So I decided, if this person know my house location, that may be dangerous for me. So I asked him to drop me a little. Yes, I asked him to drop me a little before my actual location. There was a tea shop, so I asked him to drop me at the tea shop. He dropped me there, and I stand next to the tea shop. I was having a tea because I wanted to make sure that this person won't follow me, and I wanted to make sure that this person goes back, and then I will walk towards my home. So while I was having the tea there, he called me and asked me, ma'am, can you talk to me? Stay on the call, something. And so I said, I thought it is for the payment, but I told him I already made the payment. Please don't call me. And I disconnected the call. Later I checked, it was a 31-second call. Then he kept calling me, and I blocked his number. Then when I reached home, I saw that he sent me messages on WhatsApp, and still I thought maybe he's asking for money. So I sent him a message saying that it was an online payment. I paid him through Rapido wallet. Please don't call. Why are you calling me? Then he proceeded to send me emojis and texts. So I blocked him, and I immediately reported that to Rapido. They called me back, offering support. They asked me what happened, and I explained the incident, and they disconnected the call, and then they called me back saying that the person has been deplatformed and he's blacklisted, so he will never get employed at Rapido again. And then they proceeded to explain the SOS option on the Rapido app in case if I face any problems in the future, and also offered me legal support if I want to proceed legally. So I told them I need some time to think about it. I'll get back to them. So they said I can reach out to them on the chat because they don't have a number for customers to call them. The chat is the only option. Then the next day, then I tweeted about it, and within like 20 minutes, I think Bangalore City Police reached out to me, and they referred the case to the nearest police station. And then the next morning, they again called me to check on me if I'm all right and what time I would like to go to the police station and file the complaint. Then a woman sub-inspector from the women's police station called to check on me. Then I went to the Electric City Police Station the next day and filed a complaint.
Right. So you seem to be, I mean, because I was reading in the newspapers, you seem to be pretty satisfied with the way the Bengaluru police behaved. Isn't that right? You think they were swift and they have closed the case?
Yes.
Yeah. But I want to ask you something before I go to the other two guests, Shilpa Prasad and Dr. Gupta, is that what was the scariest part, ma'am? I mean, I think when, you know, actually I rode with you just now on that bike when you were telling us about it, and I think the time when his hand was moving and there was no one around, wasn't that the most scariest part of the entire ordeal?
Of course, I could see that this person is masturbating, and I've always thought I know the law, I can speak multiple languages, I work on women's rights, I know what to do. But when I was in that situation, I did not know what to do. I froze, I couldn't think, I was terrified that this person is going to rape me or murder me. And I looked around, there was only trees, and there's a construction site. There was like the cement bricks, and everything was horrifying. Everything that I saw was terrifying at that moment. So I thought the only thing that I can do is just not doing anything. That's what I did.
Do you feel safe now, considering that the man, although he's been arrested, he's been suspended from whatever he was doing, but he knows your home, he knows your, you know, your location, your address, he knows who you are. So, and he was messaging you from different numbers, you know, when you blocked him. So is there any kind of assurance that the Bengaluru police has given you?
So Bangalore police have been calling and checking upon me, and they have also appointed an initiation officer with me and shared the number for me to call in case of any problem that I face in this regard.
Right. So do you feel assured, you know, that you know, the whole kind, this will somehow, you are safe now, the city rose up to support you and you are safe now, and you will maybe go for more protest meetings?
I will never stop going for protests. I am not going to sit at home thinking that if I step out, somebody is going to harass me. Like you said, this is my country. This is a place. I should be able to walk outside. I should be able to go for protests or have a late evening tea. I should not be worrying about if I go out, somebody is going to harass me. No, I'm not going to sit at home. I'm not going to stop going to protests. I will keep doing whatever I'm doing. And from whatever my experience dealing with the case and in the police station past 3 days, it has always been positive, and they have always been very helpful and friendly. And so I do feel safe. But like you said, even though I did not let him drop me at my exact location, the app shows my house location. So he must have had my house location. I don't know. That regard, the only thing that I can rely on right now is that the police is there.
Absolutely, and congratulations to you. I think because of your spirit, I think a lot of women are going to get, very encouraged to stay fearless. And I think, somewhere, of course, the police is there, but I think the men of this country have to understand what they are up against. We are Indian women, and we are women first, and Indian women, and it's not going to be easy for them to push us back.